Hi. Just give me a second to get my chat up here. Alrighty then, let's find out who is on already. There was somebody jumped on real quick. Let me see here. Tracy Schultz. Tracy Schultz. That's my name. Oh, there's 6 of you watching. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get my chat up here. Come on, connect to the internet. Any minute now. Okay. All right. Hello, Diana. Hi. Hi, Andy. Jennifer. Hi, Mary. Hello, Candace. Hi, Lori. Let's see here. Karen. Hi. Hi, Sally. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to show you some of the goodies that I picked up today at the stamp show. Thank you all for jumping on to my live. Let me get my let me get my computer ready here. I'm going to go to Foiling Snobs Club. Hi, Alicia. I had so much fun today. It was just so much fun. Yes. Had a great time. All right. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It was so nice to meet you, Candace. What a wonderful day when you get to meet so many people from the FSC. That's what I think was great. I had a really good time. Okay. Yep. There we go. And we'll go like that. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Hetty. All right, let's see what's in this bag. More. Oh my. Yep. Got some goodies here. Oh yes, you can't forget. That's always good. That's always great. And there's the flyer. Okay. Okay, that is my ginormous haul. Didn't even have a chance to sort through it yet, so let me do that real quick. I hope you all are having a happy Sunday and that you're getting some time to craft in your craft room or your living room. It's your craft room, or your bedroom that's your craft room. Yep, that reminds me of my hill too. Just totally reminds me of my scenic vista outside of my window. Well, whenever you start driving down the hill to my house, yeah. Yeah, that's what Nancy said. Yep. All right, so this is Northwoods. This is Stampers Anonymous. These are all Verses. So that's all one company, pretty much. Sorta. We'll do those. And then we've got the ton over here. Oh, we got our Distress Oxide here. And then we've got Inky Antics. And we've got mycraftproject.com. This is my craft room. Okay, and this is Technique Junkies. And then we're going to do a couple swatchings because I got my, I finally printed out the last page that I need to swatch of my Catherine Pooler inks, which are the new Apothecary. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but that needs to be done. So I printed that out. All right. So everybody, I got to go to the Stamp Scrap Art Tour today. And I've got to attend this in Pittsburgh. It was at the Monroeville Convention Center. It was actually yesterday and today. And my chance to go was today. because I had a family reunion yesterday and I didn't get to go. And it was a pretty busy day. There's My Craft Room, Blue Knight Rubber Stamp, Stampers Anonymous, My Craft Project, Northwood Rubber Stamps, Versus, Inky Antics, Technique Junkies, and the Ton. Those are the ones that I got to visit. There's Darcy's, there's Art Gone Wild, and there's Creative Memories was there, and the Paper Hollow, which is out of Michigan, Simply Stamping, which is out of Ohio, Anthony's Paper Craft, which is also out of Ohio, and I said My Craft Project. So it's just some really great vendors. I didn't get to buy from all of them. There's a couple that I didn't even get to visit. It was just, you know, one of those very hectic days, you know. We were there from about 10:30 to 1:45. So it was a pretty much, you know, real fast, mad dash around. But yeah, that was so much fun. And I want to show you some of the fun things that I was able to get. And in case you're wondering, there are some additional shows coming up, and if they're in your area, I would encourage you to go. There's one in Hamburg, New York, August 27th through 28th. Westminster, Maryland, September 10th and 11th. Southfield, Michigan, September 17th and 18th. And Hampton, Virginia, October 22nd and 23rd. All right. So please take advantage of that. There's also shows that are being offered on other dates by stampercon.net, and that is through Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. They have StamperCon. So let's start with Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. This one is called Silhouette Farmland. I do like this stamp, and I also think that it would look nice if you did the background in inks or pan pastels. So I think it's very versatile. Okay, Andy, well, I really hope that you go and you let the folks at the shops know that you're part of the FSC and that you're part of Tracy Schultz's YouTube channel. They really do like to hear that, because they know then that people are watching and people are interested in their company and the products that they offer. So yeah, let them know that you know us and that you're excited to go to your stamp show. If you've never been to one before, definitely highly encourage it, because you get so much out of it. You get to see these entire stores with all their inventory on their racks or their shelves, and it's just mind-blowing, the amazing products that are available. All right. Okay. All right, so let's start with, oh, and I have a coupon for these guys. So, yeah, I do have a coupon for some of these. All right, so I did get the Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide and Refill. That will go in my collection of Distress Oxides. I didn't get the full set, just those few things. And then, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Versus Rubber Stamp. It's a really nice company, and they basically specialize on the Versus. Hi, Jim. So I picked up 4 stamps from Versus. This one says, "A mother is someone who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take." So I thought that was sweet for Mother's Day. And then this one says, "Friendship is about finding people who are your kind of crazy." So that's like me and Nancy, totally. We found that we're basically the same kind of crazy. We've known that, but I think this trip totally verified that 100%. All right, Alyssa, she says she loves Versus. This one says, when thank you isn't enough, only a handmade card will do. And I thought that was special because people might not realize that you're giving them a handmade card, believe it or not. They're not really sure. And it gives them sort of like a heads up that that's a handmade card. And this one features silhouette trees, and it says, good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are there. And I thought that would be really pretty with like a nighttime sky and just stars. And I think this Uncharted Mariner is going to be a really nice color for a nighttime sky. That's just something that I was thinking about. Yeah, and then also this cute stamp that has the trees and the verse, and it talks about like stars. I thought this would go well with that. This is a layering mask from Tim Holtz. This is from Stampers Anonymous. Okay, and it's got, let's see how many layers. And I think the idea is, you've got a couple different size moons. So you've got small, medium, and large moons. I don't know if you can see that or not on my white magnetic. Let me get you something darker behind that. Okay, so this is the large moon. And I think that's great because oftentimes I've wanted to do a card with a really large moon in the background, like a super moon. But I've never had one like that to be able to do that. We've got our medium size moon and then our small moon. All right. So you can put a layer down. You can go ahead and add the accent color, or you can do that. And then you can do all kinds of ink blending around the moon so that it doesn't get covered up with your ink blending. So if you wanted to do your moon first, you could cover it up. So that's nice. It's just a nice set of moons and masks. All right. And today, whenever we were hanging out with Candace, which was so much fun, she mentioned that she picked up this stamp set from Northwoods, and she said how pretty the thistle was. And I do have to agree, that thistle is beautiful. And this one is the Latris and Monarch and Sunflowers and Monarch. And it says, without change, there would be no butterflies. Life doesn't get easier, your wings get stronger. I love that sentiment. And be your own kind of beautiful. So you have lots of options here because you've got the individual stamp here with the sunflower, or you can make it a black-eyed Susan. And then you've got the one down here with the 3 different flowers. So this is a really pretty set. That's from Northwoods. And the other one I picked up from Northwoods features Monarch butterflies. It's Salvia and Monarch and Mexican Sunflowers and Monarch. Another versatile set, and I probably could use them in combination together if I wanted to. And these sentiments say, spread your wings and fly, and then butterflies, flowers that fly, and all but sing. And that's something that Robert Frost said. All right, so you've got 2 nice sentiments and 4 nice butterfly stamps. That's from Northwoods. Hi, Chow. And then this one I had to pick up from Stampers Anonymous because I really like these sentiments. I don't have many Tim Holtz sentiment stamps. This one says, hope never lost. I really like that one. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. One day, someone is going to hug you so tight that all of your broken pieces fit back together. Oh my gosh, that is such a beautiful sentiment. I love that one. Oh, how I love today's. That's kind of a quirky one. Create the things you wish existed. Another great sentiment. And then there's a fine line between genius and crazy. Yeah, so that was, these just really spoke to me. Hope is never lost is really something that I really, when I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. So with Northwoods, they gave me a catalog, and it has some illustrations in it, which I think is very helpful because then you can see close up some of the design techniques and some of the shading and different techniques you could use for coloring. So there's a lot of beautiful butterfly stamps in this release. So there's cone flowers and butterflies, zinnia and monarchs, black-eyed Susan and monarchs, sunflowers is one I got, butterfly weed and monarch, and then over here you've got the one I showed you, the Mexican, but this one, the Mexican sunflowers, but this one is different. This is monarch background. That's part of the one that I got. And then this is pretty, Cosmos and monarch, bee balm and monarch. So pretty. And then this is just a summary of the different ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 different monarch themed in this release. So just beautiful. And then they even give you some card ideas on the back. And the folks at Northwoods, they always add glitter to the colored in image. And they have a very special glitter. It's a real fine glitter. So we have some of that glitter. I got it last time, I think. Okay, so I wanted to show you the coupon code for this set of shops. So it's called the Art Gone Wild and Friends Companies, and it includes Stampers Anonymous. Okay, so this is Stampers Anonymous, and it says that you can save 15% off your next online purchase if you use code Pittsburgh SSAT15 at checkout. And that expires on 7/31/2022. All right. So you can use that coupon for these different companies. All right. Oh, Audrey, that is great that you're going to be going to the show in Maryland. You say it's a 3-hour drive from you in Virginia. Okay, well, totally worth the drive. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun today. And we met, I think, a total of 8 different people that were familiar with our YouTube channels. I was in the Technique Junkies booth, and Candace said something about, hey, you know, didn't you guys use this stamp set in one of your videos? And I said, yeah, I used it in Stamp Wars. And this lady, her name was Denise, she said, oh, you're Tracy. And she turned around and she said, whenever you said Stamp Wars, it clicked. I knew who you were. So that was really, really funny. And that was great that she recognized us. And there was a lady named Nancy who also was there that we got to meet. And I'm sure I'm going to forget people, so I do apologize for that. But Barb was there, and we got to meet Pat and her son, who's also named Pat. We got to see Shirley and Diana and Sheila, and I said Denise, and Lisa, who actually I knew from a previous career that I had. She and I both kind of had a very similar job back in the day, and we knew each other through that, and we reconnected through our service club. And then when she saw me, she said, Tracy, is that you? So that was really, really sweet. And of course, Candace, we finally got to meet Candace face to face, and she got to hang out with us all day, and we had such a good time. So if you ever hear about us going to one of these shows, you know, seek us out. Let us know that you're out there. We definitely want to connect with you. So yeah, if you want to use that code, again, that's 15% off. And it's Pittsburgh SSAT 15, and that expires on 7/31. That's for all of the companies that are part of Stampers Anonymous, and I just showed you the back side of this card, which lists all those companies. So there you go. What a great coupon, right? And then how many of you are going to Stamp Away? That's going to be held in Cincinnati on August 4th through 6th, and it's a winter and holidays themed Stamp Away, so that ought to be fun. And there's also a 25% code that you can use to save. Oh, Candace, you weren't a stalker. You were our friend who was hanging out with us. We loved you hanging out with us. It was wonderful. You know, we've been wanting to meet you for a long time. But if you want to use this Stamp Away code, it is Stamp Away 25. That's the code for that, okay? And then one more thing I got was the Gamsol Inky Antics sells this. This is a colorless blender that you use when you are using colored pencils. And what's nice about this is it has a sponge applicator at the top, so you don't have to pour any in a dish or anything like that. You can just roll your pencil across the top, and it's going to then absorb that Gamsol, which is great for ink blending. You can use it with, you don't put your pencil up there, I'm sorry. You put your stump, your blending stump across there. Hi, Melissa. I'm showing everybody my haul. I just showed them what I got from Stampers Anonymous. Now I'm going to move on, okay? And I'm going to show you what I got from my craft room. So my craft room carries the Altenew inks, and I have all the Catherine Pooler inks, but when I am doing my Blue Night rubber stamp videos, I like to have the Altenew sets because they're handy and they are, you know, in order from lightest to darkest. And I have a couple sets of these. Yes, leave it in the plastic bag. That's right. That's a good tip, Alyssa, so that the mineral spirit doesn't evaporate. It's a great idea. So I got bamboo, parrot, olive, and moss. I thought that would be a really nice set for when I'm doing leaves. And it's the tropical forest. And I got the re-inkers as well. But like I said, I don't buy a lot of Altenew inks. I have two sets of gray. No, I have one set of gray, two set of brown. I have one set of pinks that Chow sent me. And then I now have these greens, okay? And then I have a set of purples that are from Pink Fresh. So I figure that's pretty good. And then I could fill in the rest with my Catherine Pooler inks. But I just like the way that they're conveniently packaged. I keep them in that package. All right. I got some new for me. They're new for me. This is called Paisley Dreams. This is from Unity Stamps. This is sold at my craft room. And it has 8 of these toner card fronts. So that'll be great. And then these sentiments are from Creative Expression, and they're thank you sentiments. And what's nice about these is all you have to do, let me see, they come in black and white. You've got, if I can get them out of the package, there you go. So you've got, it's a nice heavy weight as well. It's not real flimsy. This is super smooth cardstock, so it was probably printed on toner paper well, it was printed on laser paper. Anyways, I can foil this, all right? So I can foil this whole sheet, or I can trim the sentiments that I want and just foil those. So that would apply, I think, only for the black. I don't think the white would foil, but I could be wrong. I mean, it might. And then there's just a lot of great thank you sentiments. You get 2 sheets of black and 2 sheets of white, and just handy, just nice and handy, real quick, convenience. That's why I got these, for the convenience. So yeah, this is from Creative Expressions, and the paper is called Silk Finish paper, and I agree with you. It is very, very silky, and I'm gonna have to try to foil it and see what happens. So very convenient to have those. Hi, Frida. And then I also picked up another die release tool, basically another pokey tool, because sometimes mine breaks, so I like to have a backup one. And this one is black and white, whereas my original one is yellow and black, which is fine with me because that's Pittsburgh Steelers colors, black and gold. I like that. But you can see it's bent. I don't know how I ended up bending it. Sometimes they break on me anyways. So, you know, they only last so long. Just like any other tool, it only lasts so long, right? Okay, we get this out of the way, and we'll move on to Technique Junkies. So I have a coupon code for Technique Junkies. It's TJ10 Tracy, which is my design team coupon code. And I just picked up a couple things from Technique Junkies. I've been wanting this palm tree. I have seen other members of the design team. Hi, Jen. Melissa Crawford, thanks. Yep. Steelers all the way. I've seen a couple other members of my design team use this palm tree stamp, and I really like this. It says, all I need are palm trees and a cool breeze, and then may you never be too busy to stop and breathe under a palm tree. So it's a nice sized palm tree. So it's got the palm tree and then 2 sentiments, and I think that'll be really cool for just, I have some ideas basically of how I want to use this palm tree. Palm trees. Right? Yeah, like I said, I've seen a couple other design team members use it, and it really caught my eye. So, okay, that's that one. And then I picked up the Growing Wild. So this is a silhouette stamp, and it's nice and tall. So you could do, if you wanted to, you can stamp a certain section of this for a slimline card, then have your sentiment atop. And thank you, Alyssa. Yes, if you can go back and thumbs up if you missed any of my videos. Yes, I do get credit for the companies that I work with if I have certain number of viewers watching my videos or watching in them. But the thumbs up really helps too, because then other people get recommended in YouTube to watch my video, which helps me to grow my channel. Appreciate it very much. Anyways, I think sentiments, I think stamps like this with the silhouette flowers are just never going to go out of style for me anyways, because you can stamp this. Say you just stamp, you know, this section right here on an A2 card, then you could put your sentiment across the top, and then boom, you're done. You have an ink blended background, and you know, maybe you have some backgrounds that you have in your stash that you ink blended but you never used. You can really put that to good use. Wow, Frida, you got some hot weather. All right, and then the flamingos. All right, so there's a new stamp out that just came out this month through Technique Junkies. It's called Flamingos and Feathers. And I thought that it's actually, I really like this stamp. I want to do some more cards with it. And I don't really have any flamingo type things to go with it. So this one says, Life is about learning to balance on one leg because we don't always land on both feet. And I thought that really would go nice with that one. And then this one says, that's it, I'm putting my foot down. And you know, it's all one stamp, but I can trim around this flamingo with fussy cut or using my scan and cut, and then put that flamingo on top, right? So there we go. We've got a great ideas for some Technique Junkies. And then the other one I picked up from Technique Junkies is this one. It says, be a little more you and a lot less them. So it just basically is encouraging you to be original. And this is what Pat looks like in real life. This lady reminds me of Pat. Okay, so I wanted to get this so that I can use it in some of my card projects in honor of Pat, who is the owner of Technique Junkies. Now let me just type in my discount code so that you can get a discount on Technique Junkies. Hold on one second, please, and I'll do that real quick. If I can get the video open on my computer. Here we go. I should have done this in the beginning. Okay, so here's the code. TJ10 Tracy. And that saves you money at Technique Junkies. And this is the Technique Junkies website. I'll put that in the chat as well. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. And, oh, that's great. Oh, thank you, Chow. You and I are on the same page. Okay, Audrey said her stepdaughter loves flamingos. And she just subscribed to me today. Thank you, Audrey. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. That is fantastic. All right. So this will be a fun one to make future cards with. So got some Technique Junkies. Okay, and then finally, Nancy bought these for me. This is a die. This is a company I've never heard of before. It's called My Craft Project. It's based out of Akron, Ohio. I don't think they have a website. I don't see a website listed on any of their packaging. I think it's kind of cool that their rubber stamps are green. That's something different for me. Anyways, this one says Hope, and it has a nail, just like the cross for crucifixion. It has a nail, and it has the word Hope. So I thought that was nice. It's got the word and the shadow. So it has the word and the shadow. Definitely. You guys know that hope is my word. I love that word, hope. And then she has, this one has 4 different, it says, he climbed the mountain and our Lord took him home. And then she climbed the mountain and our Lord took her home. So I think that's just beautiful for sympathy cards. Definitely can see putting that inside. And it says women in business. So it must be a women-owned company. It says made in the USA. It's called mycraftproject.com. Oh, well, duh. That's their website, mycraftproject.com. I mean, really. Sometimes I don't pay attention to those like little details. All right. So that's great. Thank you, Nancy. I love it. I will definitely put that to use. All right. And then at the ton, I picked up some new layering stencils, new to me anyways. All right. So before we do these, let's finish swatching. All right. We've got the final page of the Spa collection. This is the new inks, the newest inks, I should say. And I'm going to grab them here. And then we'll go ahead. Yeah. Let's do those real quick. All right, I'm back. Okay, so let's see. The first one is terracotta. Terracotta, then apricot, then ginger, whipped honey, wintergreen, crushed violet, and lilac. And if you're not aware, you can download the ink swatch chart free on Catherine Pooler. If you go to the Catherine Pooler website, you'll see it there. And you can, I think you have to enter your email address, and then you're able to get this sent to you. And you can have your own swatch book of Catherine Pooler. And also available from Catherine Pooler is the color wheel. This is also a free download. I think this is great because it helps you know which colors go well together and then which colors are opposite. All right. So those are two free resources through Catherine Pooler that you can get at no cost. And then I know Nancy showed you these last night, but these are the new ink swatching systems from Catherine Pooler. And I have this one. It's called the Color Swatch Stamp Set. I'm going to swatch using this pretty little flower. And I'll just go ahead and swatch these real quick. And then you can even create your own system here. We've got all the different names of the families of ink colors. And then you've got the Party Colors stamp set. And you've got the Spa Color stamp set. And what I like about these is they have some solid stamps in them. So you can use these solid stamps too for your swatching. And I know Nancy showed on her channel how there's a die that cuts out the swatch and you can put it on a keychain. So that's another really nifty thing that is available through Catherine Pooler. So how many of you have Catherine Pooler inks? What do you think about them? Let's get the chat going. I'd love to hear from you all. They are a very, hi Lisa, they're very juicy for sure. They have a foam ink pad that's very high, and some of the characteristics. It's a dye ink. All right, so that's terracotta. Hi, Richard. How are you, Joyce? It's nice to see you on here. Thank you all for being on the live tonight. It's great to be chit-chatting with you. Nancy is on her way home. She should be getting home soon. She and I went to the stamp show today, and she had to drive home 3.5 hours. So this is apricot. And I called her, and she was about halfway home. I think she was expecting to get home a little bit after 8 sometime. Okay, so Audrey says she loves her Catherine Pooler ink. She just needs to finish her collection. Yep, totally understand what you're saying there. Now this color is called ginger. All right, these colors will be great this fall for pumpkins, don't you think? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna clean my little flower. And even though the flower is stained, it still is perfectly safe to use on all your different inks. This one is called Whipped Honey. It's a nice pale yellow color. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty. Yeah, so Nancy got here on Thursday night, and she came over and she helped me get my inks organized. Okay, that sounds good, Michelle. And then on Friday we got up and we went to Flight 93 Memorial, which is only about 10 miles from where I live. So that was, you know, pretty amazing to see the work that has been done. It's a national park now, run by the National Park Service. So then we went and did some shopping. And then we came back home to my house. I mean, we were up every night pretty much past midnight, doing things together. And then on Saturday was my family reunion, which Nancy and Leah came, and they left a little bit after 12, or a little bit after 1, I mean, and then they headed to Pittsburgh to see the stamp show. The stamp show was from 10 to 5. Yeah, 10 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 3 on Sunday. This one's called Crushed Violet. And there really weren't a lot of people there today, which, I mean, I totally understand. I mean, our economy is in a recession, and people just don't have a lot of extra spending money, you know, to go to these kind of shows. But I really enjoyed going and getting to see all the different vendors and talking to everybody. This one is called Lilac. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? And even if you don't buy anything, which I know it's so hard to go and not buy something, just to go and meet the people who run these companies. They're out on the road all summer long, going from state to state and city to city. It's very encouraging for them whenever they get to meet people who are, you know, previous customers, want to be customers in the future. It's really encouraging for them. So, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And there's make and takes, and like Lynn from Blue Night Rubber Stamp, she doesn't charge anything for her make and takes most of the time. And Effie, I think, charges like $2 or $5 for hers. And a lot of the other vendors there have make and takes going on. So I think that's really nice too that they do that, because that gives everybody a chance to try to create. So that's how I did my swatching of my final collection that I have. And then we've got our neutrals. We've got Spa, Paradise Found, and Zen Garden. We've got Party Collection, Date Night, Luxe. This is Spa, Urban Oasis. Mine are kind of out of order. And we've got Party Collection, Spring Fling, and Carnival. And then the foundation colors and the Life of the Party. Okay? So, gonna keep this wheel handy as we create with the stencils from the ton. Let me just grab a couple more ink colors here. Okay, so I know Nancy last night showed you that beautiful sunflower stencil from the ton. I got the pansies, so I really am excited to create something with these pansies. All right, so the first set we have is a brand new set. It's called Pretty Pansies Background Stencil. So this would be what she would consider your background stencil, but actually it's just beautiful as a standalone. This one has 1, 2, 3. It has 4 layers. Perfect. For me, sometimes I can't keep track of them when there's so many layers. I don't know about you if you've ever experienced that. And I want to go ahead and get some tape and some paper. All right, so, oh my goodness. I'm knocking everything on the floor. Okay. All right, so we got our paper here. I'll get 2 sheets out. I'm just using Hammer Mill 80-pound paper. And I'm going to use my magnets. And all right, here we go. So the stencils have numbers on them. And I usually can see the numbers if I hold them up to the light. All right. So this one is layer 2. This is layer 1. Okay, this one is, I don't see the 4. So this one is 3. All right. Okay. Pansies. Anybody like pansies? Anybody a fan of pansies? Is that one of the flowers that you like? All right. I want to hear from y'all. Okay. I got some tape here. I'm going to tape this down. And we're going to make a pretty pansy panel. My mom likes pansies, so I was really excited to see this set and be able to give it to her as a card. All right, let me get my tape going here. This must be a newer roll. The Ton is based out of Brooklyn, New York. And these companies, I really... That's right, Star says she likes all flowers. I just really got to hand it to these companies. I don't know how, I don't think that I could live that kind of traveling from town to town life, but I'm sure they get a lot of joy out of meeting all of you. So please keep on going out to these shows. And, supporting these small businesses, because that these are the kind of products you just can't find at a big box store. And that's the truth. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to have to go from my pansy picture. Okay. So it looks like purple would be a good choice for our flower. So y'all know I love purple. So I have two colors here that are brand new. These are lilac and crushed violet. So I think what I'll do is start with lilac, and then I'll do some in crushed violet. And there's also some leaves, which I obviously will do green. Yeah, so we're gonna go in first with lilac. And it's a pretty big open space here on this flower. And that's all you have to do, folks. It's just color in and layer your stencils. The set does all the work for you. Just decide which colors you want to use. Yeah, Rhonda, the Allentown show was really nice this year. The Allentown show was a little bit busier than the Pittsburgh show. Okay. More violet. Wait, lilac, sorry. Did I call it violet? It's lilac. All right, and then I'll switch over to a darker purple for these two, just to give it a little bit of a variety. This one's called Crushed Violet. Yeah, so Nancy and I had a great time hanging out together, and we were like, we got to do this more often. We got to do this more often, not just during a stamp show, but just for the sake of being able to visit each other and sightsee in each other's neighborhoods. Like, Nancy lives near not far from Longwood Gardens, and I really wanted to go there the last time I was in her area, but I couldn't because I was so busy with my work. I couldn't squeeze it in. I was in her area, well, not far from her area, for like a week back in April, but we were working and I had to attend a training every day, and I didn't get done every night until like 5 o'clock, and the Longwood Gardens doesn't stay open past 5, so someday I'm going to get there. I'm just going to go back and visit her again, and we're just going to do that kind of stuff. And who knows, we might be able to meet up with some of you all. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it would be a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to go over here and just make sure I got everything colored in here. Have any of you ever been to Stamp Away in Cincinnati? I would like to go there someday. It's not too far. I think Cincinnati is about, 5 hours from where I live? So that's not bad. That's drivable. All right, I think I've got my purple down. This looks like a flower too, but it could be the centers. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not sure what color I'm supposed to make those. Looks like, actually, it looks like the centers. All right, so I'm gonna make those yellow. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I picked a good color for that. I'm gonna use Tiara. That is from Life of the Party. It's a nice yellow gold color. This is the color I always think of in the middle of the pansy. This beautiful golden color. Although it looks like in real life they're black. So I'm probably not 100% accurate in my color selections. Hi T, I hope that your work was okay today. I know you have a very stressful job. Thank you very much for jumping on. I'm just doing a layering stencil that I got today from the Ton. This stencil is called Pretty Pansies. And I said that my mom really likes pansies. And I thought I would make a card for her because she's been helping my dad who's recovering from shoulder surgery. And I'm sure a little pick-me-up would make her feel a little better. Oh, you've been on, but you just haven't been able to chat. Okay, gotcha. She's heard the whole thing. Oh, we have a troll. Oh, yes, we have a bad, bad troll. Funny. I hardly ever get trolls. Okay, this one is called Grass Skirt, and I know these are leaves, so I'm going to go ahead and use Grass Skirt for the leaves. And then I have a tip for you to help you with your alignment. A lot of people, when they get layering stencils, they're not really sure if they're doing the alignment right. And I totally can understand because the first time I ever used a layering stencil, I felt like I wasn't getting the alignment right. Yeah, Star, I'm like getting a crazy troll for once. Oh my gosh. YouTube must be really slow tonight. So here's my hint. Just take your brush and just go around the edges. You're going to be trimming this anyway, so nobody's going to see this. All right, so just take your brush and just ink blend the edges. All right, just around the edges here. And this is going to help you align things after you go to your next layer. All right, just taking my brush along the edges here. Okay, and that's really all you need to do. Okay, and that then helps you. Looks like I need to go up a little bit further. Let me go up so higher. There you go. Okay, so that's layer one. All right, let's lift this up. Let's take the tape off. Yeah, the tape is definitely needed for this type of layering stencil. Okay. All right, so that's our first layer. Good, we got one done. And then let's go to layer number 2. All right, so let's see here. Make sure I have the right layer here. It's funny how sometimes that number just jumps right out at you, and sometimes you have to search for it. It's like, where's Waldo? Okay, so this is the number 2. Yeah. Yep, now we got her. I guess all I can say is you'll kind of know it when you see it. Once you line it up and everything looks like your next layer, you're going to be like, okay, then I have this lined up right, because these flowers definitely need filled in, etc. This is open here. Hey, Nancy, did you make it home already? I'm playing with my new stencil from the Ton. All right. So I'm going to grab another color of purple. I'm going to grab Flirty Fuchsia. I'm making purple pansies. Flirty Fuchsia. Yeah, it was so much fun. I loved meeting all the FSC members. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Nancy, but Candace and I were in the Technique Junkies booth, and she pointed to a stamp set, and she said, "Oh, this is a stamp set that you guys used on a live." And I said, "Yeah, we used that on Stamp Wars." And this lady, her name was Denise, she said, "Stamp Wars? I know Stamp Wars." She said, "Are you Tracy?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Tracy." And she said, "I watch Stamp Wars." I said, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool." And I said, "Nancy's here too." So yeah, that was kind of cool to hear that people, a couple years ago when Nancy and I went, it was like, "What's Stamp Wars?" Now it's like, Stamp Wars, I know what Stamp Wars is. That is, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was really cool. I would say highlight of the day, to meet people from the FSC and people who watch Stamp Wars. If they're not even, some people aren't in the FSC because they don't have Facebook, but they do watch Stamp Wars and they follow along, yes. And of course, we got to meet Candace and we got to hang out with her all day. And that was fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to go over here to these guys. It's going to be a purple explosion. All right. Okay, you should have seen the cards that Leah made today when she was over at the Ton. Nancy and Candace and I were walking around and we're like, "Where's Leah? Where did Leah go?" Here she was over at the Ton hanging out with Effie. Oh, I forgot one. I missed a flower right here. She was over there at the make and take, just a making and a taking. That was cute. Well, thank you, Star. And Effie said she's going to adopt Leah. Yeah, she said Effie is her other mom. It was really cute. It was so sweet. And Effie's mom is really sweet, too. She told me she liked my haircut. She said I got my hair cut, in case you guys didn't know. It's shorter now. And she's like, "It looks so nice on you." And that was just so sweet of her to notice it, right? A lot of people don't notice that kind of stuff when they see you. I only met her one time. She remembered. Special lady. She's a special lady indeed. All right, I hope I'm doing that right. Yeah, looks good. All right, so we've got some more purple flowers and more green leaves. Leah had a fantastic weekend. She made out like a bandit. At our family reunion, we had this big plush chair. Well, not big. It was like child. It was like for gaming, so you can have an adult or a child in it. It didn't matter. And Leah, everybody loved it. You sat on it. It felt like a cat, like you were sitting on a silky cat or sitting with a cat that was real silky. Nancy said it felt like rabbit fur, and it kind of did. I'm not going to lie to you. But it was faux fur. Oh my gosh, it was so comfortable. And Nancy and Leah laughed, and I said, "Well, I'll buy a chance on that for you guys, for Leah." And when you know it, her number was picked. So Nancy got to go home. Oh, our troll is back. Okay, thanks, Jim. Well, I wasn't looking at this chat. And we'll take care of that right away. Wow. Twice in one night. I don't know. Okay, let me grab 2 more purples. I'm gonna grab Serenade and Drive-In and 16 candles. So I'm pulling out all the purples here. Okay. Okay, so this layer looks like it's the some of the accent areas. So let's try Serenade. Let's see if that shows up. Yep, that's good. There's just a little bit of greenery as well. Yeah, I'm going to add some more yellow, I think, with the last layer. I can try some more yellow on this one too. All right, let's do that tiara again. That would look nice. But yeah, because pansies need to have yellow in them. Yeah, I don't know how well this yellow is going to show up over top of the purple. I probably should have did yellow first. Okay, and then green. Gonna grab Mardi Gras. That's okay. Yes, some orange would be nice. That's a good idea. I have Tiki Torch. Let's try some Tiki Torch. I just don't want to get, I don't want it to get muddy looking, you know. Yeah. And I have one more layer, so no, there's one more layer after this. Okay, so this color is Mardi Gras. Let me fill in these leaves here. Did I get all the leaves? I think so. Okay. I usually don't have trolls, so I was surprised to see that. Okay. That's a persistent troll. Okay, and then last layer is layer number 4, and I'll definitely do orange on these flowers. And then I'll grab another green for the leaves. Oh yeah, this is gonna look nice. Lots of different combinations. You know, pansies come in the purples and the oranges and the reds and the pinks. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, T. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna grab Tiki Torch. Okay. Okay, and then we have more leaves. I'm gonna go with that matcha, like this green color here. Oh, Linda, hi. That sounds like so much fun. It's your first show. You're going to a big show. I don't know. I've never been to Stampway, but I think it's pretty big. Oh, that would be so much fun. I want to go there someday. Okay, now I'm just doing the leaves. I've got a lot of leaves on this layer, and some of them are big and some of them are small. Oops, that should have been orange. That's okay. All right. Okay. Let me put the lid on my ink here, and then we'll pull this layer up and see how our pansies turned out. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, I just love this. I love these layering stencils. Oh my gosh, just amazing. Okay, and then if we want to put some eyes ink on top of it, I'm going to take this layer. Let's see, I think this is layer 2. Let me see here. And then I'm gonna stop my live after this so that Nancy, if she wants to do one, she gets the opportunity to do one tonight before it gets too late. Oh, thanks. Here we go. Let's put some eyes ink on top of all this and make it really sparkle. Okay, Nance, thanks. Okay, let me get this lined up better. This is layer 2. My tape is rolling up. Come on, tape. Okay, let me grab that eyes inks. Okay, eyes inks. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Because once I put the eyes inks down, I'll have to wrap up because I don't want to have eyes inks on my stencil. Yep, I have a knee brace right now and my walker. So I was doing really well, and then the night that Jacob and I went for his senior pictures, which would have been earlier this week, I guess where we were at, there was a lot of uneven ground, and I don't know what happened. I must have twisted it somehow, and it just really swelled up, and it just a lot of pain, just a lot of pain. So I'm wearing my brace on that leg. So I'm hoping that I can get some rest and I can get the swelling to go down. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, thank you. I put ice on it today when I got it back. Okay, so this is purple. This might be a little bit too dark. So let's just do it in a small area, like down here. See what we think. Okay, I'm gonna peel back this just a little bit just to get a peek, to see what I think. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. But I'm basically covering up a layer of ink that I already laid down. And I don't really want to do that. It's just that there's so much open space on this stencil. In other words, it's not just like a little tiny space that I would be highlighting. I would be basically covering up a whole bunch of stuff that I ink blended. I don't know if I want to do that. I might just go with the translucent eyes ink, but I hate to demonstrate that right now because they don't have any in stock right now. So we'll just stick with the purple, and I'll just do a couple accent flowers in purple. I don't want to do the whole thing. I don't want to cover up all that ink blending. So I talked to Pat today, and a lot of people are interested in the transparent holographic eyes ink. It's called Pearly. Yeah, this is the translucent one. And it's on back order, so it's not available right now. It's not available at the stamp show, and it's not available in her shop. So just be patient if you want to buy this translucent eyes ink. She put an order in, and she's hoping to get it shipped. It comes from France. So I told her, I said, well, let me know when you get it because I want some. I'm almost out of the translucent color. Yeah, I'll switch over to that color, which is not a color. It's just translucent, right? Let me grab my baby wipe here. I know, it's out of stock. All right, let's get some of this translucent color, and then we'll be able to go over the entire stencil this way. Oh my gosh, you guys, this product is amazing. I certainly hope they can produce more of this over in France and get it over to us in the US. It's in high demand right now. And then I'll combine them. You can combine colors too. So just keep that in mind. You can... Again, we've got our troll. You stupid troll. Get out of here. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you, Chow. Oh, sorry, Nancy. I didn't see your question. Are you talking about the stencil? This stencil. Oh, I'll show you the other one I purchased too. Let me just finish this application here. Okay, I think we got it covered now. Oh, it's gonna look so pretty. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, why we can't, you know, YouTube is probably, I don't know, changing as they do often. Usually when you delete a troll, it's gone for good, but probably a new YouTube thing. Oh, okay, let's get this off here. And then I'll show you the other one that I got. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I need to delete it. Like if it only works if I delete it. Whoops. I just accidentally closed all my screens. Okay, well that I'm not going to be able to delete it. Okay. Here we go. Here's our final look at this. Okay. Okay. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. All right, so there's a little bit of purple eyes ink and a little bit of translucent, and then together they made a real pretty light purple eyes ink. I think that's really pretty. I don't know if you can see all that sparkle or not. Thank you. Yeah, and then I would just trim it down and I'd be able to make a real cute card out of this. Thank you. All right, so we've got our pansies. Okay, let me put this to dry. Okay, let me wipe this stencil off real quick. You really need to take it to the sink and rub it off. It doesn't wipe off that easy. It's nice. It's pretty tacky. I'm gonna at least make it wet. Let me grab my water and I'll make it wet. That'll help me to remove it when I take it down to the sink. Okay. And the other one that I got is also a pansy. And I won't be able to decorate it tonight. I won't be able to ink it tonight. Okay, this one is called Bright Pansies Clusters. And Candace pointed this one out to me, or I would have missed it. So Candace was helping me to find some really cool things there today. Let me grab a piece of paper here so we can see what we got. So this one has 4 layers as well, but it's, I guess you would say it's sort of like for your corners, and you can actually, like Candace said, cut this one out. So it's a cluster, so you can put one in each corner on your card, and there's probably dies that go with these as well, and you could die cut that out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Okay, and this is layer 3. Oh, I lost it. The number. Again, layer 3. I got my number right. Let me see. 1. You can see the numbers down the bottom. No, that's 3. It goes like this. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. Okay, so the 4th layer is a very small detail layer. And they all go together like that. Oh, Nancy says she bought this one at the stamp show today too. Cool, Nancy. Nancy, we got to meet you today. We were so excited that we got to meet you. That was fantastic. Let's see here. Yep. Yep, Candace, Nancy was doing her live at Blue Night Rubber Stamps, and Candace came up. Yes, that's right. Okay, so I'll do this one another time because I want to get my dirty stencil down to the sink and clean it up before all that sticks to it. So, all right, guys, that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my live. And I hope that you guys, hopefully Nancy will jump on here later and you'll get to see hers too. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you for watching my video about the haul at the stamp show today. I had a great time. Loved meeting everybody from the FSC, and I appreciate all of you for jumping on my live tonight. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great evening, and I hope that your Monday goes well. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.